Hey everybody, and welcome back to a brand new Fantasy Premier League video. Today we're taking a look at my Game Week 16 lineup because recently we've been killing it, I can't lie. So over the last 3 weeks I've had very decent scores. This week I got 51, overall points was 800. I've moved up slightly to 2.6 million. So obviously I think Zaha scoring and Trippier getting a lot of points didn't help us out. But here is my team lineup for this current upcoming week. So firstly in goal we've gone for Edison, they're playing against Brentford. And I genuinely feel like Man City have a good chance of keeping a clean sheet here. So then we've got Robertson, Cancelo and White in defence. Now, the reason why I've gone for these three is that I feel like Burn in midfield and defence there on the bench, and same for Zuma, they have high chances of conceding. Now, if Cancelo doesn't start, then fine, Dan Burn will come in. I think Newcastle have been playing some great football, and there is more of a chance of a clean sheet from Newcastle than there is for West Ham against Leicester. So, Robertson again conceded, but didn't get an assist either. However, I feel like he's a very good attacking threat. He was involved in that first goal that Liverpool scored, which was when Robertson passed to Nunez, who then passed to Salah, who slotted home. Cancelo, silly foul. Red card worthy, yes. Does he want to rest for the World Cup? Quite possibly. Then coming on to Ben White, I feel like he's got a very good chance of a clean sheet. He actually had two very good chances in the game they just played. One even made it onto the Sky Sports highlights. So he's definitely going to be in my team. Firstly, because of his attacking threat, and then secondly, because of his clean sheet prospect against Wolves. Now, coming into the midfield, I genuinely think, other than KDB and maybe Zaha, this midfield is full of players you would want. So, Saka and Martinelli, Arsenal are on form. I think they're going to end this period very strongly before the World Cup. I think Arteta's pushing for it. Now, I doubled down this week on Arsenal players in the attack because they dominated Chelsea. They had a lot of chances. Maybe Martinelli had a header robbed from him. Maybe he could have scored if it was left to him. And I feel like he's just made it into the Brazil squad. Saka's obviously going to be in the England squad, and they're gonna get some momentum going basically. So I'm doubling down on Arsenal this week. Again, it's not too much of a risk because a lot of players own Martinelli and Saka. So overall, it's not a high risk play, but it could work very much in my favour, especially if Arsenal score a lot of goals. Now, a great transfer I made last week was Maddison. What a baller, has to make it to the England squad. He is playing against West Ham. Like I said, I think there's going to be goals in that. Leicester are slowly finding some form, especially with, Harvey Barnes scoring a few rockets. The same for Tielemans. I mean, gosh, what a strike that was last week. Insane. Maddison got obviously 2 assists, hit the post. I think he was close a few times. He is on fire. He genuinely could be a captaincy option. Trossard right there got an assist this week, played a striker. Brighton continues some fairly decent form, although a 2-2 draw, 3-2 win, against Wolves was scraping the barrel maybe a tiny bit after the last minute goal, but hey, they got the job done. Then Almiron, what a baller, man. The Jack Grealish effect is still rubbing off on him because he is flying. And the thing is, right, the goals that he's scoring are fantastic as well. So, I don't know how he keeps doing it, but he's continuously bagging goal after goal after goal, and I hope that he continues doing it for a very long time. So Almiron's obviously in the midfield as well. And then up front, finally we got a return from Nunez, 7 points. He got 2 bonus points. And you know what? It was just nice for him to get an assist. He didn't look as much like scoring this game past the 20 minutes mark as he has done in the other games. However, I'm still holding faith. He got a nice assist. He also almost set Salah up for his third. He's not a selfish player. I like the way this is going, and he's getting chances as well. He's a bit of a beast. But Haaland, the main man, he's not going to the World Cup. He's back in business, and I feel like the fact he's not at the World Cup, he's going to give it all he's got basically. And he came on from the bench, he scored, and then he scored a penalty. But obviously the first goal was offside. Some interesting challenges maybe here and there, but I think overall, when you look at a fixture against Brentford, newly promoted, Man City were dominating Fulham with 10 men, and they still went on to win the game somehow. So I feel like having Haaland in the team is a must. Having him as captain, we're going to talk about that next video, but he's back basically. He's back. He's going to start. I mean, I call it right now. So there is my team for Game Week 16. If you have any suggestions, Leave them in the comments down below. I think my key players for this week, Haaland, Nunez, Maddison, Martinelli, and Ben White. These are the players that I'm banking on. And you'll probably see from my team that I'm very heavily involved in Arsenal, City, and Liverpool. Right? So I got 3 City, 3 Arsenal, 2 Liverpool, and then, you know, obviously Brighton, Newcastle, Leicester, and that's it. So my team is not as diverse as it once was. However, you know, I look at the fixtures and I look at the players and I think, good, we're on to something. Last week, again, Trippier, yeah, we got unlucky, man, because Trippier came off, giving everybody clean sheet and bonus points. Dan Burns stayed on. He conceded, and then we kind of lost 4 points. Then Zaha scored and got an assist. And then, you know, them 2 key players, which everybody seems to own except me, really kind of took us below average. But Maddison, like we said, instead of Owen, was a fantastic buy. He's also still got something to prove. So I'm very tempted to maybe take Maddison as captain as opposed to Haaland, purely for the fact that he's going to want to go out there, play the best football, so he guarantees the World Cup spot. I mean, pundits are saying, you know, he's got to be in the cup. But yeah, I might go rogue. I'll let you know. But thank you guys for watching. Take care, subscribe, and I'll see you again soon.